And action, 3, 2, 1, contact. Here we are, a third episode, number 3. There she is, Krystal from Krystal's Coffee Corner.
Yep.
Travesty Ya Majesty.
And Peety G, the G.
Peety G. And, you know, I just want to talk really quickly about who we have on the show. The first person starting up is we have is Aja Pearl, who wrote the book Pink Foxxx Hole, and it was so erotic apparently that Amazon's willing to sell it, but they will not do any campaigns. So she's going to read us an excerpt from that. So I figured we could get involved with that.
That's exciting.
Okay, you gotta find out about this.
Yeah, I didn't know the story. Oh, this is gonna be juicy.
You know what? I don't know the story. I have to be honest. I have no idea about the story. And it's on Amazon. You can buy it. I think it's $8 for the virtual version, the Kindle version, or the digital version, and then I think it's $12 for the actual book. And it's a collection of short stories. So I was just coming on to discuss that. The other person we have on is Annette Jimenez. And she has a shop called My Diva Lifestyle Boutique, and she's going to come on and talk about that. And I figured this is great for the holidays. We could talk about an erotic book and a boutique. You can't beat that.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Look, I got something to drink.
Yes! Cheers!
Oh, that's a secret what it is.
Oh, well.
What does it look like?
It looks like lemonade and beer. I didn't want to say the other thing, but it actually looks like something else, but I'm not going to say it.
Just know it tastes good.
Yes.
Well, Krystal, are we drinking anything special brew for you?
Oh, yes. Because of the theme of the erotic book, I thought this was really cute. Vanilla Kisses. If you see it there, Vanilla Kisses, a vanilla flavored coffee, medium roast by TCD, the Coffee Depot.
Okay.
So basically, it's a woman-owned business. She does it on her own, and she has all these flavors, like crazy flavors with cool names to them. But I liked how it said Vanilla Kisses. It's really cute.
Yeah, Vanilla Kisses. I like that.
Right? That's so cute.
As well as chocolate kisses.
And
yeah.
It's not a cold brew, right? It's a regular coffee?
No, it's a regular coffee, vanilla.
Okay. All right. So my question to you is, has anybody else tried to sneak in and snag your cold brew?
Oh no, because this time I put my name on it, like just to be petty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they know it's mine, so I just like put a post-it, and no one touched it.
All right, very cool. Love that. Love that.
I'm still sending you, Travis. The cold brew. I'm just waiting for. I like to send things in nice packaging, so I'm just waiting to get my packaging. I didn't want to send it to you like in a Ziploc bag. That's so gross, you know. So
okay.
I'm sending it over.
Whatever it is, however it comes.
All right.
Listen, you know what? It's funny you brought that up though, because if you really think about it now that the marijuana industry has gotten so huge, it's all about packaging now with marijuana. You know?
Yeah. Fancy stuff. I'm like, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that fancy stuff. I live in the country, so it doesn't happen that way. But yeah. And there's a lot of CBD stuff coming out. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I remember back in the days when you would get a nickel bag from the guy, and you were lucky.
A Ziploc bag.
That's how
or
far
aluminum
back I used
foil.
to go. Yeah, the foil. Right. When I say nickel now, people are like, "Wait, you don't buy ounces?" I'm like, "Who's got the money for ounces?" Are you serious? Right? I gotta go buy an ounce? I can't even afford a nickel. Anyway, I was watching something a couple of days ago, and I don't know if everybody noticed or not, but apparently there seems to be a lot of timeshare exit strategies again. You remember that whole thing back in the day, the timeshare?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Well, now there's a whole bunch of they had that company timeshare exit team, which got in a lot of trouble because apparently all they were doing was taking money and not doing any exiting, and people were getting all ticked off about that. Yeah. So now they have a whole bunch of commercials out again with this timeshare exit team. So that was one thing I thought it was hilarious. You got to get them.
Actually, I never thought the timeshare thing died down at all, but maybe it has. But I know at one point it was a real big thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You go to Vegas, that's all you hear about.
Timeshares. Mm-hmm. God, it's so scammy. It's so scammy.
showing
They
you
almost
pictures
got
of this,
me.
that, and the other thing. Yeah, they almost had me. Well,
I was
not
like,
me
oh
personally.
yeah, and then I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? So I have to like plan it against people's scheduling. Like, no, it's too much drama.
It is.
No, I'll take the law. No.
Well, I hear that, and you know what? I almost bought into the timeshare too when I was in Jamaica. I almost bought into it because they showed me this co-op / condo that I'd be able to rent and use for the week, and it was great. But
now, was it just pictures?
oh no, they actually brought us to it.
So they brought you to the property. Okay.
Yeah, they brought us to the property. It was right next door to the Wyndham Rose Hall, and it was sort of an offshoot of the Wyndham Rose Hall back when it was Wyndham. I don't even know who owns it now. I don't even think Wyndham owns the Rose Hall anymore. But at the last minute, I was like, I don't know how often am I going to really come back to Jamaica or anywhere.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, you can always rent it out, and you can do this and do that. I'm like,
it's too much work.
I
don't want to do nothing. Yeah, exactly.
You know
just plan the day and that's it.
That's it.
Well, hey, listen, has anybody seen those Etsy commercials?
What?
The Etsy? Yeah, you know the Etsy commercials. Anybody see those?
NC?
No.
Etsy's it's like a Amazon but for handcrafted goods. It's called Etsy.
Yeah, but I've never seen a commercial. At least I haven't noticed.
Oh, they had this commercial, right? And it was this young girl. Her name was, well, all right. Well, let me say this. I'm going to spell it out. You tell me what it spells. All right. Shiori. What does that spell?
Shiro.
Which one?
Shori.
All right. So close, right? So it's Shiori, right? Shiori. Shiori. Okay. So she gets all ticked off. It's a young Asian girl. She gets all ticked off at the fact that nobody can pronounce her name, right? So they say, what's your name? And she says Shiori, right? And they kept mispronouncing it. They wrote her name as Sherry at a Starbucks, it looked like. So the teacher couldn't pronounce it. The teacher said, what's that? She. And the girl goes, Shiori. Oh, Shiori, that's great. Okay. So the mother, instead of like doing something about it, what does she do? She goes out and gets her a necklace with the word Shiori. But if people are having trouble with it, how's that going to make things better? I don't get it.
You know what it is? It's one of those things like do you remember when like they have those keychains with the names on it?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right?
Yeah.
So people always feel like when they have like weird names or they spell it different and they never find those things. So Etsy is just saying, hey, we can make personalized things. You'll always have a place where you can get your name tagged on something.
Right.
But the commercial doesn't quite make sense because people are going to have a problem saying your name. Like, that doesn't fix the problem.
I agree with you. And I totally agree. And you know what? If you had it spelled phonetically in a necklace, maybe that would work out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just want to let you all know Cheetah-Re is in the waiting room.
I was about to say, is she going to make it?
Yeah, she's going to make it.
Yes, it's okay.
I'm bringing her in. Yeah, she's good. She's good.
Okay.
We bring her in. She's coming on. So anyway, I was just saying that, and a couple other things that I saw over the week. I was like, wow, like the WeatherTech's got that cell phone cup holder, but it's all the way down. I mean, you're gonna take your eye off the road and get into a nasty accident with that. We already know that. I mean, especially if you think about it.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we can't see you. Come on.
I'm so pissed right now.
Why are you pissed?
Wait, I gotta look. Oh, there you go. What's up, Travis?
Hey, I see you. I can't see you.
Oh, you can't see me? Okay,
I
wait.
see it just has your name.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let me get it.
Well, yeah, listen, I want you to see.
That's the video.
There you are.
There you go.
Don't
you driving? Don't drive in podcast.
Hey.
Wait, okay, I'm driving. This Saturday should be fucking up my weekend. But I'm good. I'm here. I'm so pissed because I had my little leopard Santa cap and I fucking forgot it.
You found a leopard Santa cap.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yes. It was a leopard Santa cap.
And that's a one-time thing. If you don't wear it now, you can never wear it. Till next year.
That's what I'm saying. Tam. I'm just upset.
Oh, man.
I was trying to pack everything in the car because I was like, I know I'm not going to be rushing to get back, so let me pack it. And I missed it. So I'm sorry, guys. I was stressing everybody to have their little holiday
Look,
That's good, yes.
I got a green sweater.
There you go.
This,
I
that,
As soon as the heater heat up, I'll take the jacket off.
By the way, what's your weather like? You having bad weather? You having any snow up there? Not in Virginia, right?
No.
Did you get any? No? Okay.
No, but it's cold.
Yeah. But I know
Well,
Peter and
cold.
Krystal must be, you got snow. I know Peter did. You got snow. You did get snow, right, Krystal?
I did, and I had to shovel. Oh,
Yeah.
don't get me started. My arm still hurt from it.
Yeah.
Okay, that light is better. Because I want to
There we
make
go.
sure y'all can see me.
so
Yes.
Yeah, we can see you.
are you driving up north?
Yeah, I'm in the midst of driving. Wait, hold on.
What are you looking at over there?
I'm
Look like
looking at.
something's not about to jump on you, is it?
No, I'm trying to see what I'm supposed to be doing. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh boy,
My lights are flashing.
this is hilarious. We literally have it. Oh, she muted herself. All right, so she got lost somewhere. All right, so
Because that's what I'm looking like.
let me just say this about that WeatherTech cup. You ever see that thing, the cup holder, the WeatherTech cup holder?
I think I
No.
did see that.
It's
I
a
think I
self-
remember that.
It's a cell phone cup holder.
Yeah.
You put your cell phone in it, and it goes into your cup holder. The problem is, and call me crazy on this, if you're doing GPS, you're taking your eye off the road to look down at the cup holder to see where the hell you're going.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't, right?
Stupid.
Okay, I
No.
thought I was crazy. All right, I thought it was crazy.
Okay, I'm going to come right back, guys.
Okay.
All
I'll be right back.
All
I'm
right.
going to be festive. I'm going to get some Santa ho stuff. Hold on, I'll be back.
Oh, okay. Go
Okay.
ahead.
It's never a dull moment here. Let's say. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
Cheetah-Re, you
Keep it
are
going.
always traveling, always on location,
I
Cheetah-Re.
know.
I
This
love
is
it.
about to
She
be a
is-
thing. I think this is the
I
thing. I
love
think
it.
we need her to travel on
We
every
need her
episode
to do this.
now.
Yes. She has to.
It's becoming too fitting for her. It's not
I
going to be
like
right
the
if she's at home on the couch. It's like something's not right. She's got to be
Yeah.
traveling.
I love the idea. Yes.
It's gonna be,
Traveling cheetah.
it's gonna be Cheetah-Re abroad pretty soon.
Yeah. So cool.
I tell you.
Hey, cheetahs like to run. They always on
That's
the
it.
run, right?
That's
Hey,
true.
so-
That is true.
Cheetah
So
on the
I forgot
run.
to tell everybody. I forgot to tell everybody what I'm drinking. I'm basically drinking straight up rum. So
Oh, it looks
Oh,
like
okay.
water.
this is straight rum.
All right. You want to know what I'm drinking?
Yes.
This is mango punch.
Is there
That's
any
what it
alcohol
is.
in it?
Delicious.
No alcohol?
No alcohol in it. It's just mango punch from Minute Maid. That's what it is.
Oh,
That's
so
what it
good.
is. But it's delicious, and I love it.
It's good, right? There you go.
And it's not going to last the whole show. So,
Oh, all right. I hear that.
and if you notice, I do have a fancy cup.
It's very fancy.
This
Where's
is the Dave
what's
and
that, Dave-
Buster's. I
Dave and
wanted that
Buster's?
Dave and Buster's like 15 years ago, but it's still here.
Is that a glass cup too?
It's plastic, but it's thick plastic. It's
Oh,
real
that's
Yeah.
cool, man. Yeah.
I got two of them.
You know, I remember when I went to Dave and Buster's. You're gonna laugh when I tell you this. I went to Dave and Buster's and I had their pasta, and it wasn't that bad. I gotta be honest with you. It was.
That's
The food is
true.
not too bad though.
It's not
Every
that
time
bad.
I eat at Dave and Buster's, the food is always good.
Mhm.
So I'm not shocked. Yeah,
Mhm.
food is usually good.
Yeah,
This was
I
game
could-
night for me when I went this night.
Yeah,
Amongst
I
others.
like Dave and Buster's. I was first introduced to them down in Florida when I was in Miami. They had a big one down there, big Dave and Buster's. First time I was introduced to them, I liked them. I had a good time. Not like Trav. You remember Adventureland in Long Island?
Is that still there?
Did you ever get there?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Whoa. I thought that was a ghost. I was gonna be like, oh,
That might have been the ghost of Christmas past right there.
They were like, yeah, that time.
Nah, I have had electrical fuse problems, so maybe that's what it is. But if it goes out, I'll just go upstairs. But
Okay.
it's a loose thing in there. The people got to come, but they're not coming to Tuesday. But I was thinking it wasn't going to do anything tonight. But yeah, I've been to Adventureland.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, Adventureland, I just went past there. I mean, obviously it's closed right now, but it's still the same. You didn't miss anything. They might have upgraded a couple
Same
things.
rides.
Yeah,
It's
oh,
the
yeah.
exact same. Well, it looks like it. If you couldn't go in, you can't tell. But you know,
but it looks exactly the same. And I'm sure they got all those old video games that they used to have where it still costs a quarter unless somebody upgrades. Krystal, that might have been before your time when video games cost a quarter.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't remember.
Wait a minute now.
Maybe.
It should have been still a quarter when she was walking around. Well,
I never played video games. That's the thing. I wasn't like the kid to play video games.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I wouldn't know.
Well, you know that's an obsession usually with young kids, like usually young teenage boys to add, below. I mean, it was just an obsession. It was amazing when you really think about it. A quarter to try to beat a game, it was ridiculous. Trav, how many times did you play Pac-Man?
Oh, come on, man. I don't know. I have no idea, because that was the favorite game back then. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, whatever. But
right.
How many times did I play it? I will never know.
I
will never know how many times I played it. And then
that's the whole thing. I agree with you. I don't remember how many times I played Pac-Man. I don't remember how many times I played Punch-Out.
We had this conversation about those old games with the pole position and Pac-Man, Centipede, and Space Invaders, all that stuff, Asteroid. Man, shoot, what? I mean, I still I still play games. So, it never left me.
Right.
I still be on the PS4.
So, Krystal, my question to you is, from the age of like Trav, when did we first start? When did you hit an arcade? I was like 9, maybe.
I'm about to say that 9 or 8.
Yeah,
I would say 8 because that's when it. That's when it started getting kind of big. In the malls and stuff like that. I say 82 maybe. And that's when all the popular games started coming out. And instead of it just being remember, gas stations might have a couple of games, or little diners and stuff like that, or corner stores might have some games in there. Pizza shops might have a couple of games.
Yeah, that's true. The pizza shop.
But you wanted to go to the arcade in the malls where they had all the games and Time Out. And
that's a plug.
That's what they used to call it, Krystal. There was a place in the mall, Roosevelt Field, called Time Out.
Okay.
And in Sunrise Mall, they had a Time Out too, right?
Sunrise had a timeout, but Roosevelt Field was the one. No, that was the one you had to get into. I'll never forget.
Wow. I don't remember. I think because like Queen Center Mall, that was the mall I would go to. Maybe they did have an arcade, but I never went. I don't know. It was just not my thing. I'd be going to like Claire's, the movie theaters.
It was the girly girl. You ain't care about
girl
that stuff.
Like,
Now you did have a few girls that did go to the arcade, right?
Yeah,
it might have been a couple.
Probably.
Some of them used to be on there too.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Travesty. You know why? Because and I'm not trying to be sexist, but the girls' video game at that time was Ladybug.
I remember Ladybug.
Ladybug.
And Miss Pac-Man, right?
Oh, you're right. She's back.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, what you think? I like this. Is cute, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I think I have it backwards. Hold on.
Is there a frontwards and backwards to it?
Yeah, right.
I think it's.
Yeah, that looks good.
It looks good. I love it. It's very Christmassy. I love it.
Yeah,
and the matching cheetah mask. Beautiful.
Yeah. Is that a new mask? Is that a new mask? Okay.
Yes. Look, should I get a mistletoe or the Christmas tree?
Mask.
Which one, the mistletoe or the Christmas tree?
Oh, the mistletoe is pretty, but the Christmas tree is like more festive and fun.
That's what I'm thinking. Yes. Okay.
Look, you don't want to walk around with that mistletoe. You might have somebody trying to kiss you.
Oh,
I know.
Well,
if we catch that, on the show, that'll be hilarious.
Unless that's what you're looking for, I don't know.
That's true.
So I just want to let everybody know that Aja Pearl, the author of Pink Foxxx Hole, is in the waiting room.
Oh, we're gonna bring her on now?
That's not what I'm looking for now.
I'm gonna bring her on once Cheetah-Re gets ready. I don't know what Cheetah-Re's doing over there, but I'm gonna bring her on. Cheetah-Re, we're gonna bring on the author
Cheetah-Re
of the
trying to
Pink
look.
Hole.
Okay, I'm double masked up. That's all. Okay, there I go. Okay, I'm ready.
Right. You ready?
Yeah.
Potato chips.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here she comes.
I'm just doing so the most right now. I'm doing so the most. Okay. That's ready.
Here she comes. She's coming on. Asia Pearl.
Asia Pearl.
There she is.
Hello.
Asia Pearl. There she is. Aja.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
All right. So, quick introduction. We have Aja Pearl in with us today. She is the writer of the Pink Foxxx Hole, a novel that is so erotic that Amazon refuses to allow her to do a campaign on it, but they will sell it because we know Amazon wants to go ahead and make money. So, I believe Aja, you're going to give us Aja, you're going to read a few lines of your favorite part of the book, and then tell us a little bit about it.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
If not,
hello?
just tell us about it.
I thought I lost you for a minute. Okay. So the Pink Foxxx Hole is pretty much a collection of short stories. Yes, the subject is about sex, but they also have a message to it. Like they have like different messages to it. Like one is pretty much saying that it's not healthy to have a relationship with an object. There is one that is basically saying that to embrace all of yourself, like even the sexual part of yourself, because there's nothing wrong with being sexual because we're all sexual beings at the end of the day. And there's also two pertaining to sexual trauma, and I think that was very important that I put that in there because I think that society is they're not compassionate, and they're very insensitive to people who are survivors of sexual trauma. So that's why I incorporated that in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. So what made you start this, actually? Is this your first book, or do you have other previous writings before this?
I actually have another book. It's called Chalice, the Book of Life, and it's part of a trilogy that I'm working on. It's nothing like 50 Shades of Grey. A lot of people ask me, is it like 50 Shades of Grey? And I'm like, no, it is nothing like 50 Shades of Grey. The first book takes place in the 1980s in the city. I just say it's in the city. And you have these different people that go through different trials and tribulations. You have this one girl who got dumped by her boyfriend, and then she finds out that she's pregnant. But then her ex-boyfriend dumped her because he's telling her that he has to get married to another girl, and she never tells him that he's the father until like 20 years later.
Wow.
And then you have a guy who wants to open up his own business, and he ends up opening it in the most forbidden part of the city called the Rainbow Quarter, which is where the LGBTQ community lives. Mind you, this is the 1980s, so the AIDS pandemic was in full bloom, and nobody wanted to go near the Rainbow Quarter, but he took a chance. And I describe it's called New Kirks, and I describe New Kirks as like a cheers for the LGBTQ community. So it's really interesting.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna read it. Yes, I love new books, and something like that is great because it's not just like a simple book. You're gonna get characters and things in the 80s. I mean, there was a lot going on. So that's
absolutely. I agree with you on that. The 80s was probably one of the raunchiest times where it was all out there. Not like the 50s and the 60s where it wasn't out there. It was always behind closed doors. But the 80s, it was just all out there. I agree with you on that 1,000%.
It sure was.
Absolutely. So, Aja, let me ask you this. What happened? I know you said it's a collection of stories. Do you want to share any of the other stories? I mean, because the one you were telling me about was really wild. And on top of that, can you also elaborate a little more regarding why Amazon said that they will not allow you to do a campaign on this?
Okay, so Amazon sends this little note to me and says, yeah, we have an image to uphold. We have an image to maintain. We can't like put a campaign of this book. We can't like advertise this book because it's too racy. I'm like, what? I mean, this is the same online retailer that sells dildos, that sells KY jelly. I mean, you have porn stars that have wish lists on this website, okay? But yet you don't want to campaign my book. I'm like, whatever.
You know what? There's other platforms too, selling platforms. I know that other people use, but that's effed up because everybody uses Amazon. And for them to do that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, she's back.
Yay! Now we got everybody. Okay.
All right. Well, I just want to let everybody know that I'm not going to bring her on yet, but Annette Jimenez is also in the waiting room, and she's the one that owns the My Diva Lifestyle Boutique, and we're going to be bringing her on in a moment as well. But really quickly, getting back to Aja, there are several other platforms, and we'll also put an Amazon link to your book on the usroundtable.com. We're definitely going to do that. Krystal, are you aware of any other platforms aside from that she can unload her book?
See, I've seen, I just don't know offhand, but I will look into it and I'll let you know which platforms are good to sell your book. Just as your author, like you should be able to sell it on any platform, period. But I know because I do follow, because coffee and reading goes together. So I have a lot of books, and I follow book stores, independent bookstores as well. So maybe you can go through them and maybe on their online thing, but I'll send you all the links that I find.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, though, this is definitely a book I'm going to send to a few people that I know of that need this book. Let you know that.
Listen, everybody needs, especially during the COVID, the single people need a good read. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we do need read. Yes,
true?
we do.
This is a good read. In fact,
Cheetah-Re is official. Are you back on?
Yes. Oh wait, you can't see my Christmas thing. Look at it. Okay. See?
Got it.
Oh, love it. That's great. Loving it. Okay, well, whatever you do, don't get your drink because you're driving. Please don't get your drink until later on.
Drink right here. This is tea, though. Cheers. Everybody, cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Well,
What's left of mine?
Let's go ahead and toast Aja Pearl and
Yes.
Pink Foxxx Hole.
Aja Pearl and the Pink Foxxx Hole.
Yes, Pink Foxxx Hole.
Pink Foxxx Hole.
Now, I do have a question.
Okay.
Yes.
How did you come up with that title, the Pink Foxxx Hole? If you care to elaborate, if not, I understand. But I'm just,
Well, it's actually my Instagram handle. I didn't know what name to come up with, so I'm like, fuck it. And
froze up after fuck it.
Sorry. Okay, so it was my Instagram handle, Pink Foxxx 219, and I'm like, okay.
There we go.
What should I name this? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call it Pink Foxxx, but then I'm like, but this is like more of an in-depth kind of. This isn't stuff that you would like. This is like really deep stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
So this is like some really deep stuff. So I'm like, let me add the hole to it. So I'm like, Pink Foxxx Hole. I was like, oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
I think it's a dope title. I do.
It is, yeah.
How did you come about it? That's what I was trying to figure out. But yeah.
Yeah, it was my Instagram handle. So I'm like, fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think when you if you pass by a book that that says
That
Pink
says
Foxxx
that.
Hole, you're gonna be like, wait,
You're
what?
gonna be like, wait a minute.
It's automatic. You need to know what's about, you know? So very smart.
And you know what? Let's remember that it's also Fox with 3 X's, so triple X. That's gonna grab everybody's eye.
Yep.
Fox triple
Okay,
X.
okay.
She knows how to market the product.
Yes, she
And-
does.
And the paperback version is pink and glossy.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
That's real cool.
That is, you know what? That is tremendous. I love it. It's a romance novel and it's a collectible. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So if this book becomes successful, I was thinking of doing a volume 2 and maybe doing a Pink Foxxx, The Lost Chronicles from like I thought about, I'm thinking maybe the Pink Foxxx Lost Chronicles would probably be like historical fiction. So yeah.
Oh, I like that. I'm a history nerd, so that'll be a good twist.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
historical fiction, that'll make George Lucas and Spielberg totally jealous, I can tell you that. Since they were able to write a little of eroticism in there, that's going to be tremendous. People are going to love that. And I'm only on my first rum, and I'm thinking like this. Just imagine the fourth. Must be the Santa hat.
Hello?
Yeah.
I remember pitching it to Peter. I was like, okay, Peter. I was telling him the first short story about this couple who wanted to there.
Oh yeah.
Who wanted to spice up the sexual part of their relationship, so they bought a doll. And this doll, like the minute they opened up the wrapping, they took off the wrapping and the plastic, they had sex with her.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and it just went crazy. The boyfriend ended up cheating on his girlfriend with the doll, and then the next thing you know, the girlfriend's cheating on the boyfriend with the doll, and it's just insane. It's insane.
That's insane. Wow.
I have no words. I'm without speech.
I'm letting everybody know right now we have to get this. As I told you I was going to download it. I'm definitely going to do it. I apologize for not downloading it yet, but I got to be careful. I don't want, this is something you got to read alone at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to be honest.
You got to read it alone.
Oh, you got to read it alone?
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I need to even ask you why
alone.
you got to read it alone, Peter, but I'll let you handle that one.
Oh, yeah, totally. Totally. It's just something that, if I happen to be reading and somebody happens to look over my shoulder, they're going to be like, okay, really? But at the same token, let's be real. Most people are going to be like, yeah, send me a copy of that after you're done with it. You already know that stuff.
All right, Pete. All right.
You already know.
My friend Javante in Chicago, she said, girl, people going to get this book, and next thing you know, you're going to find out people are getting pregnant by this book. I'm like,
well,
baby making books.
For that. You are not responsible.
Like they got baby making music or baby making books.
Right.
You know what? My question is, how many kids are going to be named Fox Triple X? This is my child Fox. Just like they did.
One of the characters in the book.
Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, wow. Let me tell you, it's just like after the Matrix. How many kids were named Trinity after that? I mean, every kid was named Trinity.
Oh, that's crazy.
So there it is. Oh, you know what? They might name their child Pink. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Pink.
Never know.
Cheetah-Re, you gonna get the book, Pink Foxxx Hole?
Yes. But I want to be clear that I heard correctly that it is selling on Amazon.
It is not. Oh, it is.
No, it is. Just no campaigning, but they're selling it.
Okay.
Right.
It is selling on Amazon. Okay.
I'll have the link out there for everybody on Monday when we put the show out there. So the link will be on usroundtable.com for everybody to see as well. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring Annette Jimenez on because she's been waiting patiently. I'm going to bring her on. She is the owner of My Diva Lifestyle Boutique. I'm going to bring her on, and she's going to just talk about that. Aja, stay on. You're more than welcome to stay on. If you need to drop off, we understand. But if you want to stay on, by all means, stay on.
Yeah.
Hang out with us.
How's your book doing on Amazon?
Well, I just put it out, but I had a girlfriend back home in New York said, I just got a copy. I was like, really?
Oh,
I was like,
okay. So where are you? You say your girlfriend's in New York. Where are you?
I'm in South Carolina.
Oh. Okay.
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not.
I'm excited about reading.
I'm not
book.
far from.
You're not far from.
Yeah, girl.
But I don't know. Do I need to read it alone, or do I need to have some company when I read? Which one do I need?
Oh no.
Which one do I need?
Do it however you want.
You know, because
you could do it with you could do it in the tub. Do it in the tub. Do it with some drinks, because it's a very steamy book. Drink it with. Yeah, you need to have some ice water. Then that's good. You know, because it's a very steamy book.
Wow.
Well,
I might need some company for the steam on the book. I might need some company.
listen, let's be real here. This is the type of book you don't start a book club with, okay? Because you know what's going to end up in that, especially if it's a book club with males and females. Let's be real. You start reading that, forget it. It's all over. I thought I saw Annette pop on. I don't know.
Yeah.
She did.
Where is she? Tell her. Yeah, I think she's on.
She comes. All right, Annette. There she is.
Hi.
Hello, Annette Jimenez.
Yes, Annette Jimenez, the owner of My Diva Lifestyle International. She has a boutique, and she has a few other ventures as well. We really appreciate the fact that she has come on, because we know she's slammed. It's the holiday season. We're all in holiday regalia. Annette, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go ahead and just turn the floor over to you, and you can go ahead and give us a brief rundown about My Diva Lifestyle International.
My Diva Lifestyle International is not just a boutique. We are several businesses, several entities. We are a model management. We're a pageant. We are 2 boutiques. We're a digital magazine. So there's several entities that come with My Diva Lifestyle. Originally, we started off as Plus Size Diva magazine, and it started off as, it was actually just kind of funny because I'm a minister. So it started off as a that I put out through my asking people to come and tell me their story about living life as a plus size woman. And my church got so packed full of ladies that I didn't want to turn anybody away. So we ended up compiling everybody's stories, and I put it out as a newsletter from my church, and my community perceived it as this awesome magazine that, you know, was full of inspiring stories. And that's how we were born. Then people started calling them for different shows and, you know, different events. They were the first plus size models to walk the runways of New York Fashion Week. So it's been an amazing experience since 2008. And it's been a journey ever since. So now we're just doing our pageant. We just do so many things, but our pageant is not your average pageant, so to speak. So it's not your 5'9", 5'10" females with slender bodies. They're plus size, they're inner city women, men and children. There are people with a story. They're not these cookie cutter pageant queens, so to speak. Everyone, they're coming from different backgrounds of attempted suicides, mental illness, women that feel that they can't make it on their own, that, you know, that's basically the type of company that I'm running right now. So just empowering and building people from the ground up is what we're doing. The crown is just a
wow. That's amazing. Especially now, I feel like, especially with mental health and a lot of social anxiety, I think that would definitely help so many people. And the fact that you even thought of that, that's amazing. How you came from one point and ended up here, like, oh my God. Very, very awesome.
It's awesome that you can encourage people to see the beauty within themselves in a pageant, because we have so many things that we're working on as people, and then if you've been abused or your self-esteem taken away, that even adds more height to build to to breaking you down. So I think it's a great thing. It's well needed, and I'm really glad that the Lord spoke to you on your heart to do this for people to build them back up. So I'm glad to hear that. That's really good.
Absolutely. We have ladies in our pageant that are domestic violence survivors. We have 2 young ladies that come from almost killing themselves, which is the thing that we were able to kind of reach them in time. And every word that you speak when someone is in that state of mind can be detrimental to whether they actually go with it or not.
Right.
So it's a blessing. And part of the something that we do is once they're in our company, we're part of the Paparazzi Accessories company. So we give them the opportunity of becoming entrepreneurs as well. So they're working from home, and we're giving them that ability to be able to be their own bosses while they're building their life or rebuilding their life, so to speak.
Oh, wow.
Can I say something here? I wish I knew about this organization, because I too am a domestic violence survivor as well. And I even though I have family, they didn't help me at all. I had a 2-year-old daughter, and in the end, I couldn't think for myself. Like, I couldn't, like, basic thinking, I couldn't even do that, because he mentally scarred me and psychologically damaged me to the point where it made me feel inadequate of even thinking the basic things. Like, I could, like, in the end of the day, they took my daughter from me. And now my daughter is living in California. The last time I seen her physically, she was 5 years old. Oh. She is now 11. Okay. Meanwhile, my abuser is living his best narcissistic life in New Jersey. Okay. I honestly feel that the legal system in New York, when it comes to domestic abuse, has failed. It has failed numerous women, numerous men, because it's like, oh, well, and they victim blame and they victim shame you all the time. The and I'm sorry, I mean, forgive me for speaking ill about the NYPD, but the NYPD ain't shit, okay? I have called the NYPD and they've done nothing. NYPD has come to my house at the time, and they were supposed to take them out of my house, and they never did. So, I mean, I wish I knew about this organization, because if I did, at least I would have had my daughter with me. So I just wanted to say that.
Well, Aja, it's never too late. You two can always reach out to each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still keep in contact with my daughter, but sometimes I have my moments where I break down and cry, and my son just, I hate doing it in front of my son, because it hurts him to see his mother brokenhearted like that. And what's really painful is that my children have never seen each other. My children have never played together. They've never hugged each other. They're like total strangers, thanks to this monster who is living his best life in New Jersey. Thanks to the system in New York.
Let's say this to you, Aja. It's only for the moment right now. It is not forever. Your children will see each other, and they will be able to hug. And you are going to get your daughter back. You're still talking to her. As she grows up, she'll be able to make decisions for herself. So you are going to see her, and my heart goes out to you that you don't have her right now. But just know that connection that you have with her is going to stick. It's going to stay. And you will have your daughter in your presence soon. I am going to be in prayer for that, for you, because I can understand. I am a mom. I am a mom, and I know that it would be devastating for me. So my heart goes out to you, but do not lose hope, because there's always hope. And you are going to have your daughter, and your children will know who they are. So just keep that contact with her. Do what you can, and just know that God's gonna work it out. Don't even entertain too much energy worrying about him living his best life, because that's irrelevant right now. I mean, it's irrelevant. Don't use that energy. Use that energy for you, for your book, for you, for your communication with your daughter, for you and for your 2 children to get to know each other. That's where you use that energy. Don't give him any more energy, because he's taking enough from you right now.
And he will get what's coming to him too.
Yes. Going forward, don't think about it like that. Learn to forgive him, because forgiveness is a way for you to heal. It's not about what he did. It's about you healing yourself and forgiving. And I know that that's hard. It's not easy, but it takes steps. And you will be able to forgive him for you, because you have to grow. And in order for you to grow and heal, you have to forgive. I don't know what that looks like with you, but just know that it's coming and good things are coming for you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Keep in mind this, Aja, for once your book takes off, don't be surprised if he comes back around calling. That's the other thing.
Oh, well, it's too late, because I'm with somebody. I've been with a wonderful man for 3 years now, and he's too late.
Yes.
That's good.
Good for you. Let's give her a
That's right.
toast.
Yes.
Yes.
Give her a toast.
Right. So that's even more why you don't need to give him any more energy. Nothing. Zilch. No more energy for him. None.
Well,
save that energy, build up yourself, and put it into you and your book.
So
that was a good one, Cheetah.
Cheetah-Re, I toast that. Annette, do you have anything? Do you have anything like to offer Aja?
Can you say that again? You kind of broke up a minute.
Yeah. Do you have any advice to offer Aja?
Oh, absolutely. I agree. It's all about you. Do not lend anyone any energy, because they just like you said, he's living his best life according to him, and in you are actually just letting him have a stronghold on you, and it's not fair to you. It's not fair to the people that do love you, that are with you. Don't give him that much power, because he's not worth that power. You understand? It's time for you to move forward. And you know what? Your best revenge is your smile. Let him see you happy. Let him see you growing. Let him see you live your best life. Because if you feel he's living his best life, it's not. Because those type of people, when they lay down at night, they know that they're not doing things right. They're not at peace. Their conscience doesn't let them be at peace. So don't give him that much energy and that much power over your life. It's time to let go and let God.
Thank you.
And if you
take
back your power, but you got it.
Into my
you got it.
Afterwards.
You got your power. Take it back. Don't give it to him. It's your power, not his. It's yours. Take it. Woo! I'm taking it for you.
Thank you.
If you
thank you.
Afterwards, I'd love to have you in my organization. And you know what? It's time to start healing.
Thank you.
Well, I just want to say that we will go ahead and post all of My Diva Lifestyle International on our website for everybody else who's going through the same thing to reach out to you, and that we'll definitely do that. Just get all of the particulars to me, and we'll put it out on the site, and of course we'll put it out on this podcast as well. Annette, what is the best way for someone to get in touch with you?
Well, I'm on Facebook. My Facebook URL is facebook.com/Queen Annette 1, the number 1, Queen Annette, and the number 1. That's how you get in contact with me. And I'm on my phone. My phone is always in my hand, so you can reach me anytime. And I'm a night owl, so I'm always awake. So anyone who reaches out to me will find me, will find the support that they need. And I have an amazing group of women that have already gone through their issues and situations, and they're there when I'm not around. They're there to be able to get back and give support. And I call them my trailblazers. So when I call them my trailblazers, I tell them we're a family. And so when we need them, I tell them, hey, we have someone on watch. Like right now, for example, we have a new young lady that came in, and she is suicidal. So I have my trailblazers on a 24-hour watch. So when I'm not texting her, they're texting her and making sure she's okay. So that's the type of camaraderie that we have going on in our group. And again, once they come in, we start building them. We start, we offer them opportunity, and we build them from the ground up. We want them to see a different life. We want them to see that it's not the end. You know what? Your aggressor is going to take your life away. They don't have no control over your life. And it's not just domestic violence victims. We have so many different type of women. We have a gentleman who was homeless. We have women who just don't know where to start to build their life and be CEOs. So we give them the tools and the trainings that they need to build businesses that they want to build, whether it's an organization or an LLC. So it's not necessarily domestic violence. It's people just from all walks of life, but people, you know, they're not your ordinary cookie cutter people for a pageant, model management. They are just people trying to make it, and we give them that opportunity. And a lot of them are just, like I said, my boutique, we sell $5 jewelry. So everything that I'm wearing is $5 jewelry, and they become entrepreneurs and they work from home and start building a new life for themselves.
Well, I do know that Aja knows all about jewelry because she also has a jewelry line, right, Aja?
Yep, I'm wearing my earrings.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a whole nother show though, Aja.
Yeah.
Oh, that was wonderful. It was.
So really quickly, we got a couple of minutes left. Really quickly, Annette, what is My Diva Lifestyle doing for the holidays at this point?
Well, as a company, every year we have a toy drive. So this year, because of COVID, we couldn't do a massive giveaway like we normally do. We've been doing it for the past, I would say, like 14, 15 years. But you know, we've adopted families, and our queens, all of them adopt one family or two families in their own communities, and they bless them to make sure their kids have an amazing holiday. So that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to be safe, and it's been a very rough year for everyone. You know, even if you were not affected directly, you were affected directly. So I'm up to death number 21 between family and very close friends. So it's been I haven't had a chance to process all of those deaths. 21 deaths back to back it's tough. But we keep smiling, we keep pushing, and we keep remembering those loved ones in our life to the best of our ability. So making sure that we adopt these families who are struggling right now is what we can do, and just continue to push forward.
Well, that's great. That's great. Well, I'll tell you what, I really appreciate you coming on the show. And I'm sure all of our fans will really appreciate knowing that there is an organization out there like yours to help in certain scenarios. And Aja, I got to tell you, I can hardly wait to get that book. I got to tell you, like I said before, I know I was going to download it. We're going to get that book. Oh, yeah. So what I'm going to do right now, if does anybody else have any questions to ask either Aja or Annette? Okay, no, that's it.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna run the sign off. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I just want to say one more thing to you, Aja, because you are so in my spirit. Anytime you feel a little bit of anger, take it back. Just take it back. Don't think about it. Don't give it any thought. Take it back. Because you're in a different space now. You're happier, and you don't want to give that no more energy. Be happy when you talk to your daughter. Don't go back and think, oh, he took her away from me. That's just what it is right now. You still got her because you're still communicating. So just switch every little thing that goes left and negative into a positive realm, so you could take all that control back. That's all I have for you, boo. And it was so nice to meet you, both of you ladies.
Yes.
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting all of you, and thank you so much for having me on your show. I mean, I've always wanted to be on the show, and I've seen the pilot, I've seen the second episode, and you guys are so down to earth, and I could just like talk about anything with you guys, just anything, like the Michael McDonald thing. I'm like,
I've been watching.
So Peety G didn't have to bring it up.
Listen. I had nothing to do with this Michael McDonald this time around. Travesty, you brought it up last time, so you know what? This is going to be the thing. I'm going to start my question with Annette. Annette, what are your feelings towards Michael McDonald, the singer?
Right?
Do you know him?
But no, not interested.
Oh, there you go. See? There you go. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. I appreciate that because I'm just not a big fan either. I got to be honest.
She might not know him.
I know well enough to know I'm not interested.
Thank you. Oh. So you know what? I have a little bit of rum left. That was huge right there. I have a little bit of rum left. I am going to toast Annette.
I'm a toast just for you because you brought it up, Pete.
I didn't bring it up. I had nothing to do with it. I did not bring up Michael McDonald. Krystal, did I bring up Michael McDonald?
Well, Asia probably, she really did. But I mean, she brought it up, but you kept it going. You did. He had to go on and ask questions to people. No one asked him to do all of that. You know?
He watched the show.
What group did Michael McDonald ruin, Peter? What group, Peety P?
He ruined the Doobie Brothers. He destroyed the Doobie Brothers.
But here's something else. Diana Ross destroyed the Supremes, did she not?
That has nothing to do with it because
she destroyed the Supremes.
No, that has nothing to do with it because Diana Ross has a lot of talent. Michael McDonald has no talent.
Oh, see, no, now you tripping. All right, whatever. He's tripping now, Serena. I mean, Cheetah.
Look, if he didn't have talent, then he wouldn't be so mad about him ruining the group.
No, that has nothing to do with it. Let me tell you, the group improved once he left. Wait a minute. So I'm going to ask this. Aja, how do you feel about Michael McDonald?
You know, I wouldn't put him like on my most favorite singers list, but you know, I like the song he did with Patti LaBelle. You know, otherwise,
That's right.
Okay. So she's not saying that he's horrible and all this stuff. She's
All I'm saying is that he has talent, and Petey tries to act like he doesn't. That's all I'm saying. He just has talent.
I ain't gonna lie. I like a lot of Michael McDonald songs, and I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna keep on saying it. He's one of my favorite people. Yes, he is.
I have a question. I have a question. Did anybody think Michael McDonald was black?
Probably if they didn't see him.
Yes.
If you didn't see him. He has a soulful voice.
Yeah, before they see him, because he had a lot of soul in his voice. He had a lot of soul.
You know what? Let me just say one thing about Michael McDonald. All right, you Cheetah-Re, you compared Michael McDonald to Diana Ross. I mean, come on.
No.
You didn't do that.
I didn't compare. What I said was the Supremes included Diana Ross, and when she left and went solo, the Supremes kind of went down. And to me, that was the same thing that you were saying about the group that Michael McDonald was in, that they went down.
See, that's where you're wrong. See, Michael McDonald came in and he destroyed the Doobie Brothers, and then when they left, the Doobie Brothers got great.
But how did he destroy them when he came in?
Oh, come on. He came in with that piano and ruined the great rock.
And he made the music better.
Here's the thing. Everybody talks about the same thing about Michael McDonald. They all talk about one thing. Oh, I loved him with Patti LaBelle. Oh, I love the Warren G song. But nobody knows any of Michael McDonald's other stuff because no one cares.
I know a bunch of them.
Michael McDonald,
streets. He had a whole bunch of it. He's got a greatest hits thing with like 50 songs on him, Pete. Come on, man.
Listen, that's all he has. Come on. Also, he's a hack. Michael McDonald is a hack.
He was on the Cleveland Brown show now. They even had him on
He was on there. I ain't see no Doobie Brothers on there.
No.
Listen, his name, in my opinion, is not Michael McDonald. It's Michael Hack Donald, as far as I'm
concerned. All right, let's get off of Michael McDonald. He's never going to change. He's just mad. He's just mad because he left the Doobie Brothers.
Listen, that's all everybody ever remembers is two things. I loved him with Patti LaBelle, and loved him with Warren G. That's all they remember him about. No one remembers
that. That's not all they remember, but those are the most popular things that certain people remember. I remember a whole bunch of
two songs. Two.
He has talent. He has talent, Petey. That's all it is.
The man
he has talent. He's talented.
All right, you know what?
That's all we say.
That's fair.
I can't believe. All right, wait a minute, Krystal. You too, Krystal.
Well, that's fair. I have to say, it's not that. He's not a hard. He's a
Asia and Annette. Do you two like Ozzy Osbourne?
Okay,
Ozzy definitely.
Because that's Peter's type of music. This is why he doesn't understand.
I like Ozzy. Okay, I like Ozzy as a singer, but
his music sucks.
No,
not true, Trav. Come on.
Ozzy Osbourne sucks.
I like Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. I like
there you go.
I like when he did that. When he did that that song with Lita Ford, If I Can Close My Eyes Forever. Yes, I know about that. I know about that. I like Ozzy Osbourne as a singer, but when you hear about him beating up on Sharon and biting the heads off of birds and just acting the damn
birds and bats and stuff.
Well, let's be real. Okay, well,
really Ozzy.
Okay. Wait
he was
a minute.
Crazy on their show that he had. He was crazy.
He was walking around half dead, walking around.
Okay, so it's a two-way street. That has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with the man's talent.
He's a
the
good
man had talent.
He had talent, yes.
I
think they both.
I didn't see it. Just like you don't see Michael McDonald's talent, I never saw Ozzy Osbourne's talent.
Oh, well, listen, I'll tell you what, though. We can go ahead and compare who sold more, Michael McDonald versus Ozzy Osbourne. We already know that answer.
Yeah, because there was a lot of nuts that like Ozzy Osbourne. That's what.
Okay, let me just say something really quickly, because Annette, I'm sorry, Annette, we kind of left you out of the conversation on that about Ozzy Osbourne, Michael McDonald, but let me just say this. I am ecstatic that you're not a Michael McDonald fan. If I could get up and dance right now, I would. So I'm that serious.
He's ecstatic. He's excited.
Finally, this is great. Thank you.
It was. So you got one. You got 1 week where you won this time. And all the other weeks he lost.
Right.
Wait a minute.
You're still leading, Cheetah.
We're gonna give it to him.
Krystal's on the fence, so you know.
I'm on the fence, yeah.
Hey, Krystal's not on the fence. She doesn't like the guy.
He was on the fence.
But he's talented. I have to say, I can't.
It's
a gray area, right?
Krystal,
like, I don't know music.
Okay, so
Krystal, we're gonna have a conversation later.
Okay.
She's not on the fence. She recognized the talent. It's just talent. I can't say I recognize the talent with Ozzy Osbourne because that wasn't my kind of music to listen to.
Me
so
too.
I'm totally like not with that.
Okay.
I'm just not with that at all.
But here's the funny.
I can't even comment on that because I don't even know. He's crazy to me.
Cheetah-Re, I'm telling you, back in the day when we used to come over to your place and we used to have the jam sessions, we would start off with a couple of Black Sabbath tunes, which was Ozzy Osbourne. And you and Grandma were dancing around to that. Yeah.
How can you dance?
That goes way back. That goes back to 2003.
Making my lights go on.
I'm gonna get the stage.
Look, he's baiting me in now.
Okay. Well, I would love to continue. I would love to continue and talk about this, but I know Annette is pressed for time. Annette, do you have anything to add before you want to pop off?
So I just want to say thank you guys for the invitation. It's been an honor and a pleasure. I really appreciate it. I'm here to serve your audience. Whatever they need, they can feel free to contact me. Again, they can find me. I have other social media, but I mainly use Facebook. So again, they can reach me at facebook.com, Queen Annette and the number 1. And I'd be more than happy to assist and help. But I thank you guys for the opportunity to come on here and talk about what we do. And sometimes, it's just every grain of sand helps, just to get the word out, to be able to help people and be that bridge to bridge the gap between people. So it's exciting that you gave me this opportunity. So thank you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful holiday, much better. One, we all deserve it. We've enough in 2020. And I don't have here. I didn't know to bring one, but cheers to everybody.
Yes, cheers.
This is my first time bringing it myself.
Well, thank you so much, Annette. It's been a pleasure, and we'll be in touch. You know, send your information to me, whatever else you want us to put on the site, and we'll have that on there for you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Everyone, blessed night, and thank you again. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy
Two.
holidays.
Nice to
All
meet
right.
you.
Nice
All
to
right,
meet
be
you.
safe and be well.
Bye.
All right, Aja, thank you so much. And if there's anything, again, aside from putting what we're going to put on the site, if there's anything that we could help you out with, by all means, reach out to me. You know how to find me. And same thing goes with Cheetah-Re and Travesty and Krystal. We're all on Facebook because, you know, we're kind of old, so we only deal with Facebook. And you know, Krystal really got it from Instagram. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
Instagram, I'm the Instagram queen, so I'll help you out on the Instagram.
And she got TikTok.
front.
You know, she's into the
I
TikTok.
have both of them, so it doesn't matter. I have both of them.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, Aja, is there anything else that you want to add before we say goodnight to you?
Just buy my books.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you enjoy what you read, and hope you take something from it, especially from Pink Foxxx Hole, and not just, you know, having thick in the warm. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy reading these books as much as I enjoyed writing these books. And there's definitely there's still a lot to come. There's a lot more books to be created.
Well, and Aja, if you need to, by all means, reach out to Annette, because she'll probably be able to push the book too. You know, she'll definitely like book that up. So either way, so Aja, thank you so much for coming on. We hope to have you on again. I'm sure you're gonna want to come back on again.
Yeah,
I would love to come back on again.
We'll definitely be in touch with that, and we would love to bring you back on, especially let us know how the book is doing. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight to you, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, be safe.
See ya.
All right, so here we are back again. Okay, Cheetah-Re, we did it in an hour and 11 minutes. Not bad, huh?
Not bad, Petey. You getting it, boo. You is getting it. You can tell the audience. That's what I'm talking about, Petey. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? We might all not agree on music, but we all agree on to try to keep the show within an hour.
Yes.
You agree. We agree to disagree. We're in agreement. We agree to disagree.
That's true.
We all good.
Travis.
We all good.
Travesty, I had nothing to do with that. Michael McDonald, telling you.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
That was funny.
She brought it up, but you had to ask questions to people. That's all. You kept it going.
Well,
you knew he was gonna do it. You knew he was gonna do it, Trav.
I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with this. Come on. All right. Well, anyway, listen, if there's nothing else going on, we'll go ahead and we'll do the sign off. Keep in mind, next week is our final episode for the year.
Right, yeah.
And we are looking at, we are going to have a guest host, and I will not reveal who the guest host is yet, but I can tell. What's that?
Michael McDonald.
Imagine.
He's going to call up and, hey, Peter, you been talking about me?
Let me tell you. Michael McDonald is going to come on this show, and I have a feeling Travesty and Cheetah-Re are going to be in on getting him on.
Yeah, we're going to jump you with him.
Hmm?
We're going to give you a virtual beatdown.
Right.
You know, let me tell you again, from being a frustrated musician, it just makes it all worse. That's all I'm going to say, because, you know, I'll put it out there, frustrated musician. Walking my CD on 42nd Street, Times Square. We talked about this already. I was lucky if I made enough money to get coffee. Forget about food. And Krystal, that was before coffee was like $10 a cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was only one kind. Coffee.
That's it.
That was back in the day. Well, anyway, Cheetah-Re, I'm going to ask everybody to do the sign off. Cheetah-Re, go ahead and give us your sign off.
All right, I'm going to give us the sign off for U.S. Roundtable. Here we come, world. Yes.
Love it.
Signing
Krystal, give us a sign off.
All right, guys. Peace and love. Stay safe.
And Travesty, before you give yours, because
You
we're
gotta
gonna
say something because I got the final word.
Yes, you do. I already know, but I'm gonna say one thing, and it has nothing to do with Michael McDonald. I'm gonna ask you. I see you, Trev. I'm gonna ask everybody to be safe. Have a happy holiday because we're not gonna come back until after the holiday. And please, by all means, please wear your mask and stay covered.
Yes.
All right. Is that it?
Come on, Trav.
Travesty.
Come on, Trav.
Get out.